Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A, the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Ghost Town, and it's under the command of Angelina75. And it's her first submission for this week's competition. Game on. Okay, right, well this game was actually played on Saturday night. The night before, Angelina had her weekend lie-in. She won the competition last week because she managed to get an ace tanker, which won it for her outright straight away. Of course, that's the rules. If you get an ace, you win it straight away, and the competition is over. Angelina was just practicing for next week's competition at the time, so she had this game. She's got a 203mm howitzer capable of 900 alpha and penetrating through 52mm of armor. TNHT Viz 51. Direct hit! Right on his frontal upper plate. It looks like he suffered a loss of 239 hit points. Angelina looking around for more targets, but I don't think she's going to get any as good as that for the moment, because, or for a while, mainly because those enemy tanks are now hiding behind the houses to avoid any further shots. Okay, the standard reload is 37.39 seconds. Angelina's got a reload time of 30.11. Looking at a leopard, rounds out. Went low and to the left, so she didn't get anything off that one. 203mm howitzer is the B4 howitzer. They put that in a lot of their Artys. As you may know, the KV220 is based on the hull of, or the 212A is based on the hull of the KV222, which of course it never got put into production. But of course this was a upgraded version of a KV1 with extra armor on it. It was, you might say, the forerunner of the KV3. She's looking to see if she can squeeze around through. Oh, now she's found something interesting here. That is a Centurion 7-1, which is a Tier 9 British medium. A very good British medium. Round out. Oh, direct hit, 314. And she's getting stun assist, and I think that shot there may have come from a Gorilla 15 on our team who shot him in the side, and she's picked up all the stun assist, and she's picking up huge amounts of it. 1200 stun assist already. And he's gone. That's it. He's out the game. Back to the garage. In the meantime, Angelina's almost loaded, and she's looking at a T110E4. She fires in, or she gets some stun off that one. Yes, the 212A never got put into production, mainly because they didn't build any more than 2 KV222s. And they built 2 T150s. And they were testing them out to see which was the better tanks. And of course, these were just basically KV1s with added armor on them and a better engine. She's now waiting to see that Leopard 1 or the T49 that happens to be near him. Our teammates are moving up. We've got an AMX 1390s leading the charge down that side. There he goes. And he spotted him. There's the Leopard. Rounds out. And she gets a piece of him. She got 41 hit points off the Leopard, but she got some stun assist immediately afterwards. And I think our AMX 1390's just gone a little too far there. He's kind of trapped himself in that corner, and the T49's coming around to take it out on him. And he does derp him. But the T49 gets taken out by our pattern, and the 1390 goes down to the Leopard. And now Angelina's aiming for the M48 pattern. She aims ahead of his path, but he stops moving. So all she gets is a bit of splash for 41 hit points. And now she's marked the Leopard as her next target. She is getting some stun assist though. That's the benefit from that. And the Leopard, well, he probably doesn't want to get hit by that Gorilla. And in fact, he pokes around the corner and our Leopard gets the better of him. So it's a good, honest fight around this side of the battlefield, and Angelina's helping her teammates. Going for the M48 pattern again. She fires the round in. Oh, direct hit right on his front. And he gets killed. So, in fact, actually, he got killed by the other Arty on our team, the GW Tiger. So, it was, that was a double tap, you might say, from the Arties. And that M48 pattern won't be too happy about that, but there's not a lot he can do now. Angelina's taking the opportunity to change her position so that she can get a better angle on those enemy tanks in the town. Of course, those buildings do obstruct her field of fire, but if she can get a better angle on them, she might be able to get shots on them when they're least expecting it. And she's got down to the railway tracks. Now, can she hit any of the tanks in town from here? Have a good look. No, that tank has already gone. That was the E4. And, oh, now it's interesting. She's actually found an Object 140 right over the other side of the battlefield next to the ship. It's nearby a CS-63. The 140 came forward just in time to avoid that shell. I think he got enough warning that a shell was inbound. Push forward and missed the worst of it. But Angelina's reloading. She's going to give it another go. There's the GW Tiger firing one in. And he did get a hit. So Angelina's trying to work out where he's headed. She's leading the target just enough so she can get a shot. She works out where he's going. Rounds out. Looks good. Oh, direct hit. Wipes him out. It was a very good shot. Yep, she just put the right amount of lead in, fired the round in, and the guy just walked into the shell and takes him out. That's how a good Arty player plays it. They work out how much lead they need on a target. Most tank drivers, they don't have to put much lead on because they shoot based on the fact that they point and shoot at the enemy. But an Arty player, yes, you do have to put lead in, because if you don't put lead in, the target's moved out of the aim point by the time your shell arrives. Fire from this side of the battlefield to the other side is a 4-second delay sometimes. So you have to work out what the enemy tank's going to be doing during those 4 seconds and how far he's going to move. She fires around at the AMX M454, but he moves forwards just in time to avoid getting hit. Oh, we lost our TNHT Viz 51. We've still got that AMX M454 in our sights. And now he's gone. He's unspotted. Okay, we've got an enemy Arty. It's the 212A. They're Angelina's opposite number. Oh, wow. That was the UDIS 16 nuking the enemy 212. And Angelina takes the opportunity to hit the batch at 25 ton, who happens to have run straight into his teammate just as he exploded. Okay, there's only 3 enemy... there's an advantage of 3 enemy tanks, and there's only 4 enemy tanks left on the enemy team. Looks like that Batchat's headed for that rock face. He's kind of surrounded now. There's nowhere he can go. All he can do is try and put up a good fight. Angelina fires in, and the shell doesn't arrive in time to get any damage. In fact, there's only 3 enemies left now. An M53, M55, and 2 AMX M454s. The M53's been located right up in the corner, and it looks like he's about to be taken out. Yes, he's gone. The UDIS again. Angelina's moving south to try and get a better position, better angle on the enemy. Okay. There's an enemy tank in that corner. There he is. Angelina tries to get a shell on him. Well, she got a piece of him. 155 hit points from a splash. And she did get the stun assist when he was taken out. Taken out by the UDIS 16. So that guy was very busy this game. Only 1 enemy tank left. The AMX M454. She's probably not going to get a shot on him before she's parked up. There he is. Can you get a shell? That's a bit late. It hits the building. goes around the corner. It looks like our Leopard 1 dashed between the two buildings. I think he's trying to come in behind the AMX M454. Angelina's frantically loading. She wants another shot. And there's the end of the game. It's a ram kill from the CS63. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first-class tanker for Angelina75 in the 212A. She managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 7. And she got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on her team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And that's despite the fact she did get a kill in the game. She got that Object 140. She laid a shell right on top of him when he had reduced hit points left because of the GW. And yes, so that worked out rather nicely. Let's have a look at team score. Well, she didn't get the highest damage in the game because that went to the UDAS-16. I did say that guy was busy. He earned 5,497 hit points of damage in a tier 10 game. He got a Pascucci's medal, a high caliber, and a Confederate out of that game. So he was working extra hard. The second highest damage was the Leopard 1 on our team with 4,303, and the third highest damage turned out to be the AMX M454. At least one of them on the enemy team managed 4,194 hit points of damage. Angelina got 1,522, but she actually earned a lot of stun assists in this game. And of course, she got the Confederate. And when we look at the number of kills, we can see the Leopard 1 got 4 kills, 3 kills went to the UDAS-16 and the Leopard 1, and 2 kills went to the AMX M454 and their TNHT Viz-51 on the enemy team. Angelina only got the 1 kill, that was the Object 140. But when it came to base XP, she's in second place because the UDAS managed 1,394 based on the fact that he got the highest damage. But Angelina did a lot of stun assists as well, so she got 952 in second place, and 901 went to the Leopard 1. Angelina fired 14 rounds in the game, got 4 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, but she did get 10 splash. Damage of 1,522 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. She damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 1, so there's the Confederate. And she earned 2,799 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. And one of those was a shot from the Gorilla 15 that went straight through the side of that Centurion 7-1. And that was about 800 hit points on its own, followed by the 300 hit points she earned from another shot that hit the same guy. So yes, she really did earn the stun assist. And if you add those two together, you can see that the total comes to over 4,000 combined damage. So yes, you can see why, even though she only got 1,522, her XP was actually just behind the UDAS-16, who actually did 5,500 hit points of damage. So she was matching him, even though she didn't do the actual damage. She got the assist. She helped her teammates to win that game. Go back to the details. We can see that she managed to earn 29,800 credits from the battle, and after resupply of ammunition, she took away 3,060 credits profit, 952 base XP, times 2 for the first victory, 1,904 experience points altogether. Now, I did say that this replay actually took place on Saturday night, and normally we would say that the cutoff for that week's gaming is that Saturday night or the Sunday morning, and from there on in, any of the replays after that would then go towards next week's. But Talon has actually very kindly allowed Angelina to put this replay into next week's contest. So he is saying that she has started the week off with a first class, a bruiser, and a Confederate, which means it's equally difficult now, or very difficult, for Talon to get a score that beats Angelina, because he's going to have to get an ace tanker if he wants to beat her, or at least he's going to have to get a first class with 2 medals to beat Angelina's 1. So it looks like Angelina is going to get next week's Lion as well, unless Talon pulls it out of the hat, and he can do it. He is capable of doing that sort of game. So I'm looking forward to seeing his replay this week to see if he can beat Angelina. If he does get an ace, he wins it outright. But if Angelina gets to the ace before he does, then she wins it outright. So there you go. We're going to be a good contest this week. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.